All right, here we are with one that would make Steven Spielberg so proud. Attack of the Jurassic Shark. Or Jurassic Shark. I don't know. They're the same movie. They just have two names for some reason. Attack of the Jurassic Shark has Jurassic Park, Jurassic World, whatever it is now, and Jaws. That's just ingenious. Ingenious. Now, little piece of trivia. This was the lowest rated movie on IMDb for ages. It is not now, but it was. So, take that as you will.
So the plot of this movie really doesn't make any sense. It's about these people who steal a painting and escape on a boat out to a lake, which is then taken down by a shark. Then there are some college students trying to go on vacation or something, and it has them colliding. This story is just so ridiculously bad. I barely understand it, if I understand it at all. There's so many plot holes that make literally no sense, at all. I don't even know where to begin. Let me look at one, the most obvious one. They're after a painting. The painting falls in the water when the shark attacks them. They want one of the teenagers to go retrieve it. The painting would be fucking ruined. No one seems to understand this, and it goes nowhere. No one gets it. I was just shocked with how stupid everyone was. Come on. The rest of the plot points, they just don't even, I don't even want to go into them. They're just so bad. There's so much wrong with the story that I couldn't even classify it as a story at this point. It's an idea, and it's an idea for a movie that we watch play out. It's not competent enough to be a story or a plot. It just does nothing, there's no resolution, and the ending makes literally no sense. I just have no idea. So if I have no idea, it must be shit. The screen time for the shark in this movie is fucking abysmal. It is barely even on screen. It is in so little of the movie, to be honest, that it's just laughable. I don't even know what to say. For shark screen time, it's maybe the worst I've ever seen. It's a good contender. There is just so little of the shark, and what is there is just bad. What a complete waste of time, honestly. Also, for as little as the shark is on screen, there is repeated footage of the shark. And I've made it very clear how much I hate repeated footage in shark movies. Just awful. Now, the kills in this movie are some of the worst kills I've ever seen in a shark movie. It really makes me lower my standards. This really makes every other movie with shark kills look like fucking Citizen Kane or Grapes of Wrath or something compared to this garbage. The most unoriginal, lame, boring kills possible. All of them are in first person where you don't see the shark and the person goes underwater or something. It's just not good in the slightest. Whenever the shark does decide to show up, I can't really even explain how bad it is. I have no adjectives with negative connotations to describe just how terrible the kills are in this movie. It's words don't describe it. I think it's fair to say these are the worst kills I've ever seen in a shark movie. I'm not even exaggerating. The CGI in this movie isn't even CGI really at this point. I don't even know what it is, but there's no way this is computer generated. It just looks like fucking shit. A hand puppet would have looked better. It is probably the worst looking shark I've ever seen in CGI, if that's what it is. You can look at this for 1 second and you know it's shit. So in the rare times the shark even decides to show up on the screen, it's even worse. And that's supposed to be the best part of the movie, and it's the worst. Why is it called Jurassic Shark? This shark is a beyond regular looking shark. There's nothing Jurassic here. I'm just really confused, to be honest. This brings me to the acting. Don't even get me started. This makes other shark movies that I've looked at look like masterpieces. This makes Ghost Shark look Oscar worthy because the acting is just that horrible. It's I'm gonna guess they found some people, gave them $10, recorded the line in one take, and said that's good enough, get out of here. Somehow finding mildly attractive females that the directors probably just related to and had them act in this movie. I say act, but they're just talking. There's no acting, really. It's nowhere near as good as acting. This is easily the worst acting I've ever seen in a shark movie. So many of these lines are just delivered so terribly, and the dialogue is not only cringy, it's just funny. It's beyond abysmal. It's just, no. You'll
kill us? Lady, between you and it, you're no threat. How dare you!
It's pretty obvious what I think of the movie. This movie is a steaming piece of shit. It was the lowest rated movie on IMDb for years, and for a reason. This is a very good contender for worst movie I've ever seen. It is the second worst shark movie I've ever seen. The only one that's worse is Psycho Shark Jaws in Japan, whatever you want to call that movie. That movie was worse. But this is a very close second. Very close. I was not only incredibly bored with the movie, I was just starting to hate it. The shark was pretty much not in the movie. It was just complete horse crap. The acting is unredeemable. The plot makes no sense. And it looks like they filmed the whole movie in one spot. Movies actually don't get any worse than this. Like, they really do not. You have to try to make a movie this bad. Like, a movie it doesn't just end up this bad. No. You have to go out of your way to make this one as bad as it is. There's not a single redeemable thing about this movie. It's not even there's no funny parts to it either. Psycho Shark had one funny part to it at least. This movie, no. Nothing. It's pretty obvious what it's getting on the shark scale. It gets a 1 out of 5. And I'm being generous with a 1. Very generous by not giving it a 0. Do not watch this movie. Do not think about watching this movie. It's a waste of time. I wasted my time. I wasted my friend's time. Oh well. Just watch any other movie that exists. Like, I'm not even kidding. Any other movie that exists. If it exists, just watch it. Everyone have a nice day. Stay the hell away from this movie. It's a fucking, I don't even know what it is. Just get away. Oh no, get away.